with the neutral at home.
Just realised we are in your natural habitat, you boys. I'm going to set you loose for a prowl around the pit lane.
Yeah.
Well,
cool.
Whilst you tee that up, 5 months ago, Mark Webber had his very last car race here in sports cars. And I think it's time we talked about the elephant in the room.
What's that?
You know it, I know it. The people at home can see it. He's let himself go,
Oh,
hasn't
he's
he?
a mess.
Yeah.
He's a dreadful mess.
It's all gone. It's all gone.
I'm going to take him for a walk.
He's
Come
mean,
on.
isn't he? He's
Come
mean.
on, Chubby.
Yeah. Well, while we're on weight and driver comfort and all the rest of it, DC's right. I have let myself go over about 4 kilos since then, and so's David. Look at him; he's gone as well. But I want to talk about this seat here, which looks like it's Max Verstappen's seat here. But I just want to talk about, with the new regulations, you might think, why the hell will they have a new seat and new regulations? Well, high G-forces. So in terms of the stiffness of the seats, need to be done in a way they want to be as light as possible, clearly. This seat is still super, super light. But in terms of where they lay the carbon up, where they put the strength in, so the lateral component in terms of high G corners, 5G, long constant load, something like Silverstone and Suzuka, that's very important. The muscles, the lower back muscles on the driver on the other side of this seat, that he can relax, that it's not like a hammock. I had seats at Williams where it's like, the seat's really, really light. Yeah, but I'm getting tired. The back muscles are really tricky. So that's really important. And look at the weight of that. So that's very interesting to make sure that seats in general play a big role. And here's Jonathan Wheatley, team manager of Red Bull Racing. P3 and Quali, how we going, mate? Ready?
Yeah, we're pretty fired up. We're literally fired up. Yeah, Max had a really good run this morning. We're hoping for a bit, to be a bit of a nuisance in qualifying.
Why the car looks a little bit more competitive here? Any reason? Upgrades?
Well, as you know, the car never stands still. We're always upgrading it, and every time we run it, we understand a bit more about it. And yeah, and it seems to be coming together a little bit. But let's see.
Okay. Good luck. We're going to get away from the noise. God, the noises. Actually, we're forgetting how noisy the V8s used to be.
And sod's law. It's been so quiet there for the last 15 minutes, and then you and I start, and truckload of noise, maybe. Big gap in between the garages here, so loads of logistics in terms of room for Red Bull Racing, and up to the big prancing horse here, Ferrari.
Nicky Lauda.
Nicky Lauda
Works for German TV.
Yeah, he's over there. And we got Ferrari here getting ready. And for me, Ferrari are the favourites this weekend. I think that they've always done well here in Bahrain. They've always been good on the rear tyre. So this track, because it's so hot in terms of temperature, they look good for me, and I can't find any odds. I'm not a gambling man, mate, but a 1-2 for Ferrari. I can't find anywhere to put a little fiver down, to be honest, but look at the detail of that.
No, well, this is a new front wing design they've got here, so those who are fans of the Ferrari
I think they get rid of that, wouldn't you, mate? Look at that. Look at you could get rid of that.
A little bit of dirt on there.
Yeah.
You've just helped the team. God, you're a perfectionist, aren't you? So, look, there's Italian television doing their thing. We've got Marc Genet and Jacques Villeneuve sporting a very casual approach. And right, so as we wander our way down here, we're just going down towards Force India. There is a much bigger gap between each of the pit garages here, which is good for your exercise regime. Thank you, Bahrain, for that. And as we wander down, again, a fire up. So we're not going to get too close to Force India, but I see Arif here, the promoter from Baku. Arif, good to see you. So you're here checking out your fellow promoters in Bahrain. Can you learn anything from here as you go into year 2 in Baku?
Yeah, we're working very closely with them. They're helping us with the marshalling program and the operations and the paddock. It was a great collaboration last year, and we're going to continue on this year. Yeah.
Good stuff.
Thank you. Good to see you.
What are some of the learnings from the first season? So the learnings, you've had one race. What can you do for the next 2 or 3 years in terms of Baku? The drivers really love the track by the sounds of it, but what can you do to make the event even better?
We can make sure that the drivers are taking more risks from the driver's perspective. I mean, they love the track, but it was a bit quiet last year. We really hope we're going to have a really, really intriguing and hardcore racing this year. That's what we're really looking for, because from the driver's perspective, it's a great track. It's quite dangerous. It's very old style. The barriers are so close, and you cannot make a mistake. And this year, we're sure it's going to be a much, much better show. Last year was amazing. This year is going to be even more better.
Okay. Good luck. We look forward to it. Good luck with that. So that's interesting. They share marshals between the Bahrain event and Baku. The marshals, as you well know, are the lifeblood of these events, unpaid, and they're trained by a lot of the British marshals. We're seeing here Paddy Lowe just inside the Williams garage. I wonder if he's up for a quick word.
Yeah.
You worked with Paddy in the past?
I haven't, no.
I worked with him way back in the beginning with Williams. So just see, do you think he can see us there?
I think he can.
Are we subtle in the background? Are we disturbing you, Paddy?
We've got him.
Yeah, good to see you. Sorry, we've just dragged you out of an important engineering meeting. This is the first time I've seen you in your Williams shirt. It suits you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, it's a nice kit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Back to blue trousers. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, you could pull off any colour, Paddy. You're a fashion icon. Big difference between Mercedes, of course, and Williams in terms of budget. But I remember asking Patrick Head, is the reason why they were struggling at one point to do with financial power or brain power? To which he went, brain power. So where do you see the developments now? You've brought your brain to the mix.
I bet he said that in quite a loud voice.
Yes.
In a Patrick Head announcement. Yeah. Yeah, I think clearly there are some budget differences down the paddock. But that's not the way I look at it. It's about working with what you've got, doing the best you can, and there's definitely a lot of potential here. Great team, some great ingredients, but also the potential to move forwards up the grid. So, very exciting.
We've both got a bit of history, and you're obviously coming back to where you were, but you enjoyed your Williams days, Mark?
Wasn't too bad, but really quick, mate, just a couple of key points on Lance in terms of what's the low-hanging fruit for him to improve and get both these Williams a bit further up in terms of getting the points finishes that you'd love.
For Lance?
Yeah,
I think the thing that's very difficult to learn and even very difficult to teach is getting these tyres into the right condition. You'll know that.
Yep.
Getting that, particularly for qualifying, getting that single-timed lap is an art, really, more than a science.
Okay.
And I think there are drivers out there with many years of experience doing that.
Have the knowledge.
And Lance is trying to catch up with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you've got the experience to help him. Thanks for your time.
Thanks, Paddy. Yeah.
We didn't disturb him at all.
No, he was cruising, wasn't he?
Can we do like we're in the walking Olympics? Because I think we're getting a bit tight in time, and we'd like to cover a bit of
I know
time
you've got
here.
you got a dodgy back at the moment, haven't you?
I did.
If he's walking a bit strange, ladies and gentlemen, he's done a little bit of a disc, lower disc, trying to push his son Dayton in the go-kart.
They've
So
got a fantastic karting track
one of the
here.
best in the world. I was here there the other day, and like, mate, that was.
I know that. I was there with you.
I slept well. Well, tell the fans at home. I'm talking to you.
Oh, okay, you're talking to the people at home.
Yeah.
Right, McLaren in there. Are you going that way? I was going to go this way and grab.
I like cars. I like cars.
Oh, well,
What's
let
on
me
the
quickly just go and have a word here with Paul, who's the team manager, or Taff, a fellow Welshman. So Steve Jones would be really happy that there's more than one Welshman in Formula One. But how are you enjoying your new role? You've come up through the ranks of McLaren, and you're now team manager.
I am, yes, team manager at last. It's taken me a while, but yeah, I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
Tough, yeah, there's a lot to learn, a lot to do, but we're getting there.
Yeah. You're not getting to taste much champagne. Shall we meet in the airport lounge at the end of the weekend?
Definitely, and it's your round.
Oh no, sorry, that's where Mark comes in.
Scottish and Welsh rounds to the Navan, doesn't it, mate?
Yeah, exactly, but yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, well look, we wish you well and congratulations on your
Thank you
promotion.
very much. Thanks for that. Cheers.
Right, Mark, take us to a car then, if you like cars.
Well, yeah, let's have it's pretty topical now, isn't it? We've got the orange McLarens, and they're going to go to the Indy 500 as well. Whether they name their car over there will be interesting, but very calm. There's Fernando's helmet down the back there. It looks very non-McLaren-esque, if you like, for me. Looks small team. Looks like a small team, mate, in terms they're not, but they look like a small team. So, but there we go, DC, and that's much of our little pit walk, wasn't it?
All right, let's hand it back to Mr. Jones.